Hey, Rachel, how are you?
I'm good. What you doing?
Trying to eat healthy and get my mind right.
That's right. So I prepared this healthy meal for us today. We're eating Alfredo with chicken sausage, tomatoes, broccoli, mushrooms. Just trying to, eat a little better today. So, have you tasted it already?
No, let me take a bite.
Okay, let me know how it tastes. Don't lie to me because I'm your child. I'm trying to catch a man one day, so you have to tell me if it's really, really nice.
How many times do I really lie to you? It's actually delicious.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm probably going to get a lot of the things that I'm missing when I eat a lot of junk food and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people aren't even aware of how much nutrition and hydration and things like that mean to your mental health as well.
You're right, because when I eat better in the morning for my classroom, I feel better. Like, one year for Lent, I started drinking tea instead of coffee, and it just made a world of difference. I didn't have that sugar crash in the middle of the day. The tea kept me hydrated, so I still had the energy to go on, and I wasn't so dehydrated. And even when I change up my diet, like I'll eat oatmeal in the morning to give me some good fiber and to keep my energy going, versus when I don't eat breakfast at all, lunchtime, I'm no good.
Right. Yeah, I feel myself kind of crashing. And to tell you the truth, I feel kind of, having problems with concentration and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But then I notice when I eat certain things or pay more attention, then I feel a whole lot better. That's why I'm glad we're doing our holistic wellness fair on September 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Because with our holistic wellness fair, I feel like we address a lot of different issues, because we definitely believe that all of you matters. Every single part of you is important to your well-being. So, addressing mental health, nutrition, hydration, all those sorts of things and more, even, getting your financial things in order.
You're right. I'm so glad you mentioned mental health. Did you guys know that it's National Suicide Prevention Awareness Day? So there's plenty of resources that you can go to figure out how to help your family in a mental health first aid crisis. First of all, the state of Georgia has an organization called Georgia Collaborative, or GCAL. There's an app, and there's a phone number. And this resource is basically a go-to for a mental health crisis. Like, if you aren't sure what steps to take, you can call this number, and they can help you out by your side.
Right.
Did you know that
did you know that with GCAL, it's 24/7, 7 days a week, so it's always available. But you also can prepare yourself to be prepared in a crisis, because crises aren't expected. You don't expect for these things to happen because of whatever issues are going on, and sometimes you think there are no issues and something happens.
I definitely thought there were no issues. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was in my freshman year when our family was touched with, thankfully not suicide, but a suicide attempt. You want to go into more details?
Yeah, and the issue that was going on was with me, and I didn't realize that I was suffering with major depression for many, many years until I finally didn't want to be here anymore. And the love of my children, any success I had occupationally, as a nurse, none of that stuff mattered. All I could focus on was whatever hurt that was internal. So I ended up going into the hospital, getting diagnosed. First time I'd ever heard the diagnosis. And since then, I've been on a mission, including becoming a mental health first aid instructor recently, to help my situation and also to help others. Aim High Solutions, which is our nonprofit, We believe that health plus wealth, which is basically economic empowerment, plus education equals elevation. And what we mean by that is you are the change you seek. And all of us together collaboratively can make our lives better, including our mental, physical, occupational, when you look at the different dimensions of wellness.
Right. And so really for National Suicide Awareness Day, we wanted to share that number. Logic has a song where you can go and call and get some outreach and some awareness. But also we want to stop the stigma, because mental health is not mental illness. It's not the same. And we have to take care of our mental health before it becomes mental illness. Mm-hmm. Mental illness is when we're too sick to seek help for ourselves. It's when we can't get better on our own. Mm-hmm. And when we need things like medication or outreach programs, like talking to a therapist. And I know some of us just take that as, I'm stronger than this and I can do this for myself. But please don't let it get to that point. Nobody in this world is strong enough to the point where they don't need anybody's help at all. Just take care of who you are, take care of your mental health now, take care of your stress now before it develops into a mental illness.
Right.
And we want to stop the stigma so that people who may be mentally ill would seek the treatment that they need to get better.
Right. And also be aware that just because you get to the point of mental illness, that is not the end of your life.
Exactly. You're in control. It matters what you put in your body, how you feed yourself, and how you feed your mind. So if you continue to feed that illness with negativity, it's going to continue to thrive. Right. But when you take ownership of it and say that I am more than this illness, this is just a little piece of what I have to deal with, it's part of my circumstance and not my character,
yes,
then you can overcome it, for sure.
Definitely. So keep following us at Aim High Solutions. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we have many things that are taking place and that we've done in the past, that we're currently doing, and that we plan for the future. Because, as we said before, we are the change we seek.
So you can check us out at weaimhigh.com. Sign up to be a vendor